Japanese student's tearful anti-immigration speech goes viral as fears of identity rise. A Japanese high school girl broke down at an anti-immigration rally, screaming into a microphone, "Give us our country back." Her speech, delivered with tears and trembling, has gone viral across Japan's social media platforms. She declared, "Japan is a mono-ethnic nation. If this continues, we will no longer be able to say this." The student compared Japan's situation to Europe, warning of cultural decline and rising insecurity. Her words, "It's scary," struck a chord with supporters who fear Japan is losing its identity. Crowds chanted alongside her, demanding politicians stop importing migrants into Japan.
初めてデモに来ました。こうしてデモに来なければならない若い子たちはまだ少ないですけど、私はもう本当に石破さんのせいで怖くてたまりません。お母さんに今日デモ行ってくるよって言って出てきましたけど、やっぱりもう親にも申し訳なくて、その安心する未来がないことを、今石破さん移民をたくさんで、このままじゃ日本はレイプ大国になってしまいます。親の世代を安心させてあげられないのも辛いし、私の子供世代なんてどうなってしまうんだろう。日本は対立民族国家です。それを今の石破さんの勝手な政策では言えなくなってしまいます。怖いです。ありがとうございます。今まで国民は無力なんじゃないかと思うほどひどい政治を勝手にやられてきましたけども、国民の方がものすごく人数多いです。石破さんやその周りの方々なんて日本国民の中の 0.00001% ぐらいの人たちが得をするようにできてるなんて、 99.9999% の私たちが声を上げれば 100%、 5億%勝てますって気づいたから戦います。たちにもいっぱい言います。まだまだ私の世代はやはりプロパガンダですごく育て上げられてきた世代ですので、なかなかここまで日本が深刻な目に遭っていることを実感している子がまだまだ少と思いました。今回私がデモに参加するに友達にもたくさん声をかけましたが、まだまだ暑いからやっぱりやめとくわみたいな感じのノリです。夫婦別姓って何がいけないのぐらいの感じです。石破さんが総理大臣はいつの時代だって叩かれるもんでしょうぐらいに思ってる子たちがまだまだいるんです。そういうのをやっぱり同じ世代の私たちから変えていかないといけない責任があると思います。みんなで頑張りましょう。
This Japanese high school student declares that Japan is a mono-ethnic nation and demands foreigners to give them their country back. But who has taken away their country? And who had deprived unborn babies of their chance and their rights to live? Let's look at what the news have got to say through the years.
Japan woman arrested for leaving baby's body in locker. Tokyo police have arrested a 49-year-old woman suspected of leaving her stillborn baby in a coin locker for several years. Emery Suzuki turned herself into the police and confessed that she had stored the body since suffering a stillbirth 4 or 5 years ago. Officers later found the decaying body of an infant wrapped up in a plastic bag in a locker at a Tokyo station. Suzuki continued paying the locker storage fees throughout the years. I panicked after I did not give birth to a living child, and kept the body as I could not dispose of it, she told police officers when she turned herself in, according to Kyodo News.
22-year-old woman arrested for putting newborn baby in coin locker. Sapporo, police in Chitose, Hokkaido, have arrested a 22-year-old unemployed woman on suspicion of corpse abandonment after she placed the body of her newborn baby son in a coin locker. According to police, Ano Kasiki, of no fixed address, has admitted to placing the infant in the coin locker at JR Chitose Station on May 31. Kyodo News reported, a station cleaning employee found the dead infant's remains, with its umbilical cord still attached, in a cooler box inside the locker on the morning of June 7. Police said station surveillance camera footage showed Kasiki putting the cooler box in the locker. She was detained after being found at a leisure facility in Sapporo on Thursday and charged on Friday. She was quoted by police as saying she had come to Hokkaido from the Tohoku region earlier this year, knowing she was pregnant. She told police she had been staying in internet cafes in Sapporo, but had given birth in a room at a cheap hotel.
Sex worker arrested for allegedly abandoning newborn in closet in Japan. 2 more infant bodies found in home. Takamatsu, Kagawa Prefectural Police arrested Ayumi Yamashita, a 35-year-old sex worker employed in Takamatsu, on Wednesday on suspicion of abandoning the body of an infant in her home. Another 2 bodies believed to be infants were found in her home, and Yamashita was quoted as saying, "I gave birth to 3 children, and put them in the closet." Yamashita is suspected of abandoning the body of an infant around late June last year. According to the police, the body was approximately 45 centimeters in length, and was left in a closet of her apartment. She has admitted to the allegation. The police stated that all the bodies were placed in plastic bags, with no apparent external injuries. The body for which Yamashita was arrested was wrapped in a towel, and had decomposed, while the other 2 had partially skeletonized.
Japan woman claims to have dumped babies in concrete buckets. A mother who dumped 4 of her babies in buckets filled with concrete that she then kept in her apartment for 2 decades, was arrested in Japan on Tuesday. Mayumi Saito, 53, told investigators she had given birth to the infants between 1992 and 1997. A police spokesman told AFP. Saito handed herself in at an Osaka police station on Monday and confessed, saying she did not think her desperate financial predicament made it possible for her to look after the children, local media reported. Detectives who searched her home found 4 concrete-filled buckets in a closet. Scans indicate that each one contains what appears to be the remains of an infant. The Asahi Shimbun reported, police are still interviewing the woman, who lives with her son, and trying to determine whether she killed the babies, or whether they were stillborn. The report said, "I did not think I could afford to raise them. I had no one to talk to," she told police, according to national broadcaster NHK. It is unclear why she turned herself in now, local media said. Saito came forward 3 weeks after police arrested Takahiro Shiraishi, 27, dubbed the Twitter killer, who has confessed to killing and dismembering 9 people he met via social media. Investigators found him in his apartment just outside Tokyo, surrounded by the festering remains of his victims inside coolers and containers.
Woman arrested for placing dead infant's body inside coin locker in Kamakura. Kamakura, police in Kamakura, Kanagawa Prefecture, have arrested a 37-year-old woman on suspicion of corpse abandonment after she placed the dead body of her newborn infant son in a coin locker for baggage. The body, wrapped in a towel, was found in the locker at a shopping center at JR Afuna Station by a security guard on June 4. Sankei Shimbun reported. An autopsy revealed that the infant had been dead for several months. Police said Sachiko Ito, whose address and occupation are unknown, has admitted to the charge. Ito emerged as a suspect after police reviewed surveillance footage of the locker area. Mother gets suspended sentence for leaving body of newborn daughter in coin locker. Osaka, a 33-year-old woman has been sentenced to 2 years in prison, suspended for 4 years, for leaving the body of her newborn daughter in a coin locker in Osaka in January. According to the court ruling on Friday, Narumi Taniguchi, of no fixed address, who worked in the sex industry, gave birth to the infant on a street at around midnight on June 30, Kyodo News reported. The remains of the infant were found inside a tote bag in the locker at a storage facility near Juzo Station in Nishiitagawa Ward in March. The facility has lockers which can be used for long periods of time. An employee of the facility operator found the remains after checking the lockers. Taniguchi's lawyers said she had no money for living expenses, and that she was distressed at the idea of raising a child without a stable home life.